Chapter 1: What You've Been Told and What You Actually Need. Let's start with the truth bomb. Most of us were handed a sex education that focused more on avoiding disasters than discovering joy. We were taught how not to get pregnant, how to avoid STIs, how to say no. And while all of that is crucial, it left out something pretty important: how to actually enjoy sex. You deserve more than the bare minimum. You deserve more than performative moaning or ticking off moves from a Cosmo checklist. You deserve sex that makes you feel alive, desired, grounded, expansive, silly, sacred, or all of the above. You deserve the sex you want, not what anyone else thinks you should want. The performance trap. Let's talk about the silent pressure so many of us carry into the bedroom, the expectation to perform. You might not even realize it's there, but it shows up as worrying about how your body looks in a certain position, whether you're doing it right, whether your partner is impressed. Maybe you faked pleasure because it felt easier than saying what you really needed. Maybe you've done things that didn't feel quite right because you didn't want to seem frigid, boring, or ungrateful. Sound familiar? Here's the radical alternative this book offers: you don't need to perform. You don't need to impress. You don't need to fit your sexuality into anyone else's box. You just need to feel safe, present, and heard. When you drop the performance, pleasure has space to actually show up. Redefining good sex. Let's strip away the cliches. Good sex is not about acrobatics, stamina, or how many orgasms are racked up like badges of honor. Good sex is about mutual desire. It's about feeling free, seen, and respected. It's about being able to laugh halfway through because someone's sock is still on, or the lube bottle shot across the room like a missile. Good sex is about you and how connected you feel to yourself, to your partner, to the moment. And here's something else: good sex doesn't always mean orgasm. We've been sold the idea that climax is the finish line, the goal, the grand finale. But what if we reframed sex as a journey, not a destination? What if the anticipation, the connection, the teasing, the exploration, what if that was the main event? When we let go of goals, we start to find the gold in the experience. Finding your joy. Okay, but what does joyful sex actually look like? It looks different for everyone, and that's the point. Maybe it's candlelight and music and long, slow build-up. Maybe it's giggling and tangled sheets and trying something new. Maybe it's a hot, intense quickie in the middle of the day. Maybe it's solo, with your favorite toy and absolutely no pants. Joyful.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?